next year. Should she stay or should she go now?
Look, I hope the senator will do her job that we elected her to do, and that's pretty full time. And but again, that's her call. I know most Texans I talk to think she needs to stay up there and do the job she was elected for. So I agree with most Texans.
Can you talk about the poll numbers that the Rasmussen poll that was released, the 11-point difference now, and where do you see the campaign going from here?
Yeah, look, we go work every day, and I got a great feeling about what's going on across the state of Texas. People are very supportive of us as we travel around. We got a lot of work to do, and both running this state and campaigning, so polls will take care of themselves, and we'll have an election. And what's most important to people is that we keep this state on the track that it's on. We keep our taxes low and our regulations fair, and our legal system from allowing frivolous lawsuits, and keep focused on our education and keeping a skilled workforce.
Have you seen anything in the numbers that would make you ask some of the agencies to maybe throttle back once they're spending for a little bit? Or?
I don't have to look at numbers to ask them to throttle back and watch their spending. I said that in my remarks. It's anyone who does not see the impact of this national and international recession and realize that a prudent individual, whether you work for the state of Texas or you're a private citizen, you ought to ask yourself, do we really need to spend this money? Is the return on that investment going to be worth the expenditure? So absolutely, all the state agencies should be looking at their expenditures.
If the senator doesn't resign until early next year after the filing period, possibility is out there, I guess, that the executive committee could end up filling slots on your Republican ballot. What do you think about all that?
Gardner, you have more time to sit and think up all of these different scenarios, and I know they're interesting and good intellectual exercise, but the fact of the matter is I've got a day job that I'm really focused on, and I don't sit around and play mind games with what may or may not happen in somebody's political career. I don't have the time for that. So the senator will do what the senator's going to do. I'm going to lead this state.
What's so vital to you about the senator staying there? Why should she stay in Washington?
Well, I can count, and 40 is a very important number to the Republicans and conservatives in this country today. With her not being there, missing votes, or there being a gap in place, is not necessarily good for Texas at this particular point in time. For heaven's sakes, we've got an administration and a Democrat-controlled Congress that's trying to force a health care plan on us that is absolutely devastating to the bottom line in Texas, a cap-and-trade piece of legislation. I'm not sure there's ever been any more impactful legislation, and impactful in a negative way to Texas, than what is being discussed in Washington, D.C. today. All hands on deck, 24/7 is what we need.
But you'd be entrusted with appointing a replacement.
Look,
you're not planning to appoint a Democrat, are you?
The bottom line here is that hadn't happened. We've got a senator that's AWOL in places, and we got votes that are being missed. You need to talk to her about what's going on in Texas is more important than taking care of Texas business in Washington, D.C.
Do you think that most Texans, and certainly most Republican likely primary voters, agree with you and believe that the Obama administration is leading this country to socialism?
I think most people in this state believe that centralized Washington decision-making, telling us how and when and where we're going to get our health care delivered, and Washington making those centralized decisions, is straight out of a socialistic playbook, and that this Congress and this administration are pushing America in that direction. And I don't think there is a doubt in the world, whether they're Democrats or Republicans, that is not the direction that this Congress and this administration wants America to go.
Thank you.
Were you saying UT or the